Hello, today we're going to present the project developing an accessible and adaptive version of the board game Shadow Owls for the visually impaired based on probability theory. Our member groups are Kunyawee Tansakun, Nichaphat Albanese, and Suphaphak Rakshai. Introduction: the project team interested in social deduction games like Werewolf explore how visually impaired players could enjoy such games despite lacking visual cues. This led to the development of a modified, inclusive version that allows equal participation, enhances enjoyment, and strengthens player interactions. Using probability theory of independent events, the team analyzed winning chances for both villagers and werewolves. Research shows that visually impaired individuals often have superior serial memory as the visual cortex is repurposed to process sequences of events, enabling them to effectively analyze and remember game patterns even without sight.
Objective and expected benefits. To develop Shadow Owls for visually impaired players by adapting rules and applying probability theory to ensure fairness and balance. Visually impaired players will enjoy board games more fully while the team strains its skill in analytical thinking and applying probability theory to game design. Werewolf board game. The Werewolf board game is a group-based social deduction game in which players are divided into two sides, villagers and werewolves. The villagers will win if all werewolves are eliminated, while the werewolves will win if their number equals or exceeds that of the villagers. The games rely heavily on observing facial expressions, body language, and communication.
Character rules. Moderator, one person oversees and controls the flow of the game, and we have 5 good sides that one is villager and the second is seer that each knight can choose one player to check if they are a werewolf, and a bodyguard that each knight can shoot one player to protect from eliminate and cannot protect the same player on consecutive nights. And we have hunter, each knight set a trap for a chosen player. If a werewolf attack that player, the werewolf is eliminated. And the lichen appears as a werewolf to the seer but is actually a villager, and a werewolf 2 persons. Each knight choose one player to eliminate. Gameplay. Night phase. First night, all players close their eyes. The moderator instructs the werewolf to open their eyes and identify each other, then close their eye. The moderator introduces other roles in sequence so they can learn who is who. No elimination occurs during the first night. And the second night onward, all players close their eye, the werewolf open their eyes and choose a target to eliminate, then close their eye. The seer open their eyes and select a player who is investigate. The moderator reveal if the chosen player is good or a werewolf. Then the seer close their eye. The bodyguard open their eyes and choose a player to protect, then close their eye. The hunter open their eye and choose a player to trap, then close their eye. On the day phase, all players open their eyes. The moderator announces who was eliminated during the night. Eliminated player may not longer speak. Remaining players discuss and vote for suspect. The player with the most vote is eliminated and cannot speak further. Adapted game rules. In this game, players are divided into villager and werewolves. At night, rules act in sequence without speaking, and during the day, everyone discusses and votes to eliminate one player. Villagers wins if all werewolves are eliminated, and werewolves win if their number equal or exceeds the villagers.
And this is roll cards with bell for accessibility. The first picture is character roll card with bell stickers, and the second and third picture are braille transparent sheet for explaining character roles and rules of the game. And here is the video of our translation where we invited visually impaired students to play the specially adapted version of Shadow Owls, designed for the visually impaired. We chose students as a participants because they are the target group of most likely to enjoy and engage with the game compared to other age groups. From the video, you can see the players raising their fingers to vote for a number. The person in front is holding up 3 fingers and the next person is holding up 1 finger. This indicates which players' numbers they are voting for. And now, let's see who the remaining player will vote for and who will be eliminated from the game. We will also find out which side will emerge as the winner in this round of the game.
น้องเอเชียจะเลือกหมายเลขอะไรหมายเลข 1 นะคะผู้เล่นที่ชนะก็คือหมาป่าชนะแล้ว
The mathematics method we use in this project, the first one is combination. This formula is used to determine the overall probabilities of winning and losing in the game. For example, in the picture, we choose in case 1, choose to kill the wolf and vote for the wolf, and the good side win. The second one is probability theory of independent events. After we deriving the result from the previous formula, we then substitute it into this formula to determine the probability percentages. And the result, villager victory is approximately 14.41%. The werewolf is approximately 85.59%.
Special skills are visually impaired individuals. Research shows that visually impaired individuals have special skills in touch perception and memories. They can recognize tactile patterns more accurately and remember sequences better than sighted people, because their brains adapt to use visual areas for memory. These abilities make them well suited for games and activities that require logical thinking and systemic reasoning. A study on satisfaction toward the game Shadow Owls. And this is the summary of satisfaction evaluations after the visually impaired participant played the game. Since the players are visually impaired, the satisfaction series was conducted by us read each question aloud and allowing the visually impaired participant to respond verbally. Their answers were then recorded in the evaluation form. Finally, summary. From the table, it was found that among the 14 respondents playing Shadow Owls, the highest average satisfaction score was 3 points, indicating the highest satisfaction level. This reflects that the game Shadow Owls could bring enjoyment, understanding, critical thinking, and social interaction among visually impaired players. Moreover, respondents felt that they could participate in activities with peers regardless of their vision level. In addition, the findings show that tactile symbols and braille, as well as guidance from a speaking game master, were the most helpful for visually impaired participants in understanding their roles and playing the game successfully. And that is the end of our presentation. We sincerely appreciate your time and interest. Thank you.